Man, I can't believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gun Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke at some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we have that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot, little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audit. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically, wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. But I'm in a stall, she cried. Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom, DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while. The woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom. And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh, man, I love that. It was great.
That's what I thought about. Good morning. You know what day it is? It's Friday. It's Friday. Oh, yeah. We love ourselves on Friday. We're ready for the weekend. We're going to tear them up, kids. That's right. We're going to tear the roof off this town. Because I'm telling you, it's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. and welcome to the show. You guys are the best ding dong dang dang nab fans in the world. Ding dong dang dang nabbit. And let's start the show like we always do with our THX certified George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Peter Jackson approved special effects extravaganza. Here we go. All right. In case any of you who watch don't even understand what I'm doing, let me turn the light off. Maybe you can see it better. See back there, the lights? It was supposed to be like this big fancy thing, and then I bought it, and it's like, it's just that. Now, if I had it like over there pointed at me and the lights off, then maybe that might be good. But I tried that, and I was too dark. You couldn't see me, and it didn't work. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Maybe someday when I move back home and I get my permanent studio set up there, it'll all be good. Anyway, Cliff Hickson was first. Here's your happy dance, Cliff. Here you go. All right, yes. I'm the highway star. Yeah. You never know where Highway Star is, but I'm lurking. Good morning, has the pheasant all in the chat. Good morning to you, Highway Star. I did that like 2 weeks ago when I drove up north to hang out with my kids. While I was in the car, I was listening to like YouTube channels, broadcasts, things like that. I was listening to like, that was one of the days I was on the road was the day that Troll interviewed Fappa. So I listened to that live while I was driving. So like the idea of listening to YouTube videos while driving, I dig it. Let's see. Griffey's here, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Australia. He's like, why am I up? Because the cricket game just ended, dagnabbit. That was a wicked googly. Chef M80 is here. Good morning. That's right. Cliff Hickson, the Alpha and the Omega, 4 and 4, smile. All the while, that's right. And Hannah's also here, ladies and gentlemen. A walk-in refrigerator, isn't that called a grocery store? Griffey with a 7-month membership milestone. Love your new camera, no tase. Psych tase. It's not a new camera. While I was out of town, she came in here and moved all my stuff. So it's just at a completely different angle now. That's all. It's the same camera. Just the location is different. Anyway, you want me to taste the voodoo doll? Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep saying it for a while. Eventually, we're going to implement it. But for now, so everyone gets used to the idea is that throughout the course of the show, any tasing requests that come in will be saved for the end of the show, and then the last half hour will just be the Torture the Voodoo Doll segment. But because Griffey's in Australia and we know that he usually goes to bed maybe half an hour into the show, when he requests a tasing right at the beginning, we'll top load it with the tasing because why not? He's very loyal member of the channel. And the fact of the matter is, like, the Voodoo Doll's new camera came from Griffey. So if anyone deserves to get tased, to give the Voodoo Doll a taste, it's the guy who gave him his equipment.
Yeah, you give me this camera and then you want me tased? What's that supposed to... Wait a minute. Is the taser hidden inside the camera? It's a conspiracy!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's great stuff. Love you, Griffey. Thank you for all the support. Let's see where we at here. Cliff Hickson, P. Barnes, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good evening to all my Aussie friends, Griffey and Cliff Hickson. Hello and welcome to the show, P. Barnes, my secretary, the amazing, fantastic P. Barnes. All right. Let's see, Alpha and Omega and Anna, P. Barnes, Cliff Hickson, Griffey. Who else is here? I wonder who is in the chat. Juggernaut, Jared, Reed, all right. And like I always say every time I see Jared, at least the Dolphins aren't in the Bears division, so it's okay. I'll take it. Although in 1985, the one and only team that beat the Bears was the Dolphins, dagnabbit. Yeah, I know. Damn crows. Anyway, welcome to the show, Juggernaut. Always great to have you around. Let's see. Cliff Hickson, Griffey, and Anna, Little Chihuahua. Little Chihuahua, Big World is here. Great to see you as always every morning. Cynthia Carenshaw's in the house. Yes, all right. Woo-hoo. Let's see. Kova 42 is here. That's awesome. Let's see. Highway Star, P. Barnes, Juggernaut, Jared Weed. Society Red is here in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to everybody. Everybody. He says good morning to everybody. That's all. Hezokuai needs to try Australian alcohol. I think he would love the classic Chico roll, which is a frozen pastry and filling, and you deep fry it or alternative air fry it. Hey, you know what? I'm not a big drinker, but I mean, you know, I'll have a drink once in a while. I'm not like against the idea of having a drink. So yeah, I could try it. But I don't know, man, because I know like in this country, the stuff that we consider booze in other countries is considered water. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. Let's see. Highway Star, P. Barnes, Griffey, and Anna. Society Red, Kova. Kova, when I had Artie as a guest on my Saturday show, I played it for him. And also when I tasted the voodoo dolls, and he was like, I told him, I said, look, I got the voodoo doll's catchphrase I actually stole from you. He's like, what do you mean? And then I had the voodoo doll come up and say, I'm the pimp, you're the simp, and I've been eating all the shrimp. Hi, guys. Oh, boy, oh, boy. This is what I like is my pizza time that air. Everybody knows that I get it over there. Pizza time. Pizza pie is the only kind of news now enemy is here, ladies and gentlemen. The pie in the sky. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Electric Light Orchestra now. Brian Showman's here. I'm the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. Let's see. Kova 42, Society Red, News Now Enemy. Electric Glide 28 is here, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, what is this? We got all right, let me try it. Ichabin Iobin. Ichabin Iobin. Nice. Good morning, everyone. Holy crap, is it early? The sun's not even up yet. Yeah, I know. We try. Robert Thomas, it's the morning show with Hez. That's right. Good morning. Great to see you. Good to have you here. Great to have all you here. Ding, dong, dang, dag, nabbit. Let's see. P. Barnes, Brian Showman. Who else is here this morning to say hello to Kova 42 with the 9-month membership milestone? I'm here. Right here. the place to be in the morning. That's right. Good stuff. Today's Australia Independence Day. All right. Well, salute to my Aussies. All right. Let's get a word from our Aussie friend.
Hey, hello. All right. Well, happy Independence Day to all my Australian mates, and to all of you people who want to eat quackers. You can't do it; it ain't allowed, mate. But you can eat kangaroo. But I'm trying to fight against that in Parliament, and they've got what? Oh, all right. I'm not supposed to talk politics. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Happy Australian Independence Day.
It's a live show. What do you want? That was a gift from Griffey, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. We got Griffey. We got Anana. We got Kova 42. We got Richard Fulmer is here. Thank you for supporting Air of Transparency. I like him. He seems like a good kid to me. He really does. I've had a couple, through email and stuff, or even like in StreamYard or whatever. I've had a couple of conversations with him outside of YouTube land, and he seems like a good kid. So why not? We'll see how he does. He's trying. Let's see. Richard Fulmer, Jason D for $2.99 Australian. Happy Australia Day, and yes, I'm drunk. Well, let's have Joey respond to that. Come here, Joey. Get out of that pouch. Come here.
Oi, Jason D. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you, mate. That's right. I'm a little too young to be drinking, but I know what you're doing over there. And I know, see, these stupid Americans, they think we drink this Foster's. That's not beer. That's pee. All right. Anyway, goodbye. All right. See you next time. Oi, happy Australian Independence Day.
Yes. He sits in the pouch. Dagnabbit. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Friday morning. And let's give Jason D a happy dance. Here we go. All right. Yes. It's Friday morning, ladies and gentlemen. The weekend's coming up. Oh boy. This is going to be a great weekend. I'm looking forward to it because tomorrow on the Saturday Night Snafu, not only is our guest going to be Takedown Exposing Frauditors, and it's going to be me and Maggie from the Frauditor News Network show with Takedown Exposing Frauditors, and the promised return of the one, the only, the amazing, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the fantastic Ray will be here. She'll be behind the scenes producing, but I can almost guarantee you at some point she's going to want to come up and say hello to you guys and welcome back and all that good stuff. We'll see how it goes and how she's feeling. I don't want to push her, but hey, she's supposed to show up. So hopefully that'll be good. All right. So anyway, all right. So what else is going on? Not too much. We got the weekend coming up. I'm looking forward to it. The weather's changing out here. It's finally starting to warm up a little bit. It's weird because, again, being from the Midwest, I know and I fully understand when I talk about it getting cold in Florida, people are like, that ain't cold. I know. But it has been like cold. And like, I mean, in the 40s. But now we're in the 60s. It's supposed to be getting up to the 80s, getting more like normal Florida weather. So that's all right. Like the way it is right now, it's good. I'm a little sweaty because this house holds heat extremely well, which we just got a new roof on here. about a year or two ago, and so it's really holds in the heat. So, but again, it works both ways. We turn the air on, and it really holds in the air. But in a situation like this, like overnight, we didn't have the air on because it gets cool at night, and then now it's like I got to go open the windows. I'll probably do that during the first video, actually. Speaking of which, why don't we go ahead and start the show? And so the first video I wanted to show, because it's been a while since I've done an Andre Sloan video. So I wanted to go ahead and start with this. This is called Fourth Privacy Strike from either Press NH Now or Breaking the Flaw. So let's go ahead and see what the heck's going on with Andre Sloan and his channel. And here, I'll drop I don't have the links all set up the way Ray usually does. So what I'll do is I'll drop the link to this video, and then you can get to his channel from there if you want to subscribe. Bam, there it is. All right. And she sent me the master list of all the links, but I didn't. Hey, I'm human. I make mistakes. I'll probably dig that up while the video's playing. I'm sorry. I'm not used to doing that. She usually takes care of all that for me. See how important it is to have her around? Anyway, here's the video, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? I'm back.
Oh, what the heck? What's going on with his audio?
Fourth frivolous and false privacy strike on my channel. Here to Squiggy.
Oh, no.
Channel up to about 28,000.
All right, never mind, ladies and gentlemen.
And he used to run with
I didn't realize that the audio on this video was all
like Joshua Abrams
messed up. See, I don't. Just as a content creator myself, okay. Andre, I love you. That's why I'm, I like your videos. That's why I was gonna feature you on my channel. But you gotta learn, before you post a video, you have to watch it and make sure that it works right before you actually make it public. I always do that. Every time I put a video up, I watch it first before I make it public, and to make sure that there's no problems. And sometimes you do have to re-upload it, which is unfortunate, but it's a fact. So sorry about that, guys. So let's go to Kenny Klein instead. I'm trying to go with people that I like and but don't necessarily show their videos all the time. So let's feature a different channel, ladies and gentlemen. How about Kenny Klein TV? All right. This is called Caught on Camera, The Unseen Consequences of Auditing.
This is what you need, entertaining and educating. This Kenny Klein TV. Tune in, please don't delay. Entertaining while we educate. This is what you need. Hey, Kenny Klein TV, let's go.
What is going on, guys? I hope everyone is having a great day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're coming back,
I'm not hearing this either. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's something wrong on my end. I thought there was something wrong with the other video, but now I'm getting the exact same thing on this video. Are you guys hearing it? Like, let me put the video back on for a minute, and you tell me if you're hearing it. You heard it fine? What the heck? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even, and Andre, I want to apologize to you because I thought it was your video. It isn't. There's something wrong on my end. People are saying it sounds great. What the heck is happening? Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a live show. Mistakes do happen. I apologize. So let me go back to the original video I was going to show and see if I could figure out what the problem is. This is really weird. I was wondering, I'm like, because I was watching the videos earlier and I wasn't having any issues with anything.
No, there was a huge falling out between Joseph Hart and
Joshua
Abrams in 2019.
Mistakes happen.
And Joseph Hart made a video about what a slimeball Joshua Abrams was. how he was a user of the people,
Yeah,
and how he borrowed money that he never
You
paid
guys
back.
hear?
Yada, 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 all kinds of sob stories.
Oh, that's great.
So what did you expect, Flaw? If you hang out with loser career criminals, that's what.
Oh, that's Ozzy. We can't play that.
Excuse me, and I'm going to keep
Do you hear-
slowly
you hear it?
exposing everything about him so that it's a slow and painful process for him until he calls a truce.
All right, I'm sorry.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry you all have to keep seeing videos on just one person.
All right. I am so sorry. So first of all, I want to apologize to everybody. I just now while I was off screen, I rebooted my soundboard, and now all of a sudden everything sounds fine. So it was a problem on my end. So I apologize to Audrey. I apologize to all of you guys, but it's all good now. I fixed it. Yeah. Like I say, it's a live show, ladies and gentlemen. Things happen, mistakes will be made, and it wouldn't be a Hezokuai show without some errors. Let's throw in a happy dance just because why the heck not, and then we'll get to the video. All right, thank you so much.
Press NH now, Mr. Mark John Manchin. But as long as he keeps wanting to play fuck with me, I'm going to keep exposing him. I'm going to hold him accountable. I'm going to hold his channel accountable. Excuse me. And I'm going to keep slowly exposing everything about him so that it's a slow and painful process for him until he calls a truce or he stops privacy striking my videos, even if it is about him. Now, because the privacy strike is false and frivolous, he has a chance to end this all by not privacy striking this video. After that, I'll stop exposing his frauds and his grifts on public agencies. But as I said earlier, I'm not sure if it was Mark Manchin or Joseph Hart who filed the strike. The video was about Mark Manchin, but as you can see here, the timestamp on the strike is at 5 minutes and 15 seconds, which is right where I start talking about his nose candy loving, homeless, van living buddy, Joseph Christopher Hart. So did Squiggy privacy strike me? Or because of the majority of the video was about him? Or did Joa Orga privacy strike me for putting the truth out about him on the internet? So let's roast them both and let you, the viewers, decide. So, everyone, let's talk about the channel Breaking the Flaw, which is owned by Joseph Christopher Hart. Now, Joseph has made his channel up to about 28,200 subscribers, and he used to run with the likes of career criminals and multiple convict like Joshua Abrams of Accountability for All. And he has approximately 154,000 subscribers. So now there was a huge falling out between Joseph Hart and Joshua Abrams in 2019. And Joseph Hart made a video about what a slimeball Joshua Abrams was, how he was a user of the people and how he borrowed money that he never paid back, yada, 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 all kinds of sob story. So what did you expect, Flaw? If you hang out with loser career criminals, that's what's going to happen, my man. So let's go back about 4 years ago to Worcester, Massachusetts, where a younger Joseph Hart and sweet tits Joshua Abrams tried to fraud the police department. Do any of you remember that? Let me show you what I'm talking about right here.
What's going on, fellas?
Don't push me.
Don't touch me. Oh, give my phone.
You can't.
Give me my phone. Do not walk through me. Don't grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? Don't touch me. Outside. I want my phone. Let's go.
So as you can see, the Worcester, Massachusetts police were not playing around that day. And because these two shit for brains were violating the rules of the building, they were gently escorted outside of the building so that they could leave. But did they leave? No. While Joshua Abrams smartened up and quieted down just to film the encounter, Joseph Hart was infuriated that an officer had the gall to confiscate his phone and gently escort him outside. So did Joseph did a dum-dum and kept loudly running his cock holster. Yes, then Joseph Hart ran up into the flower bed and the sergeant had had enough. So he arrested Joseph for disorderly conduct and trespassing. Does everyone remember when our supposed freedom fighter screamed like a little bitch to try to get attention? Let me play that video for you so you can see what I'm talking about.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Why? I want my phone. I did not. I was getting my phone out of my hand. Ouch. Screw. Well, you're going to jail.
Now, I lost touch with Joe Hart after all this was going on and didn't really see or hear about him for quite some time for some reason, and I don't know why, but it's not like I really cared. Now, skip ahead about 4 years, and I'm told by some reliable sources that old Joa Orga, the ginger grundle stiltskin, is on really rough times right now, and he's living out of his van, and he's become friends with the likes of losers like Mark Manson. Now, there's a narcissistic pair for you right there that are doomed to crash, and they all may already have, as now, excuse me again, as you can see, Joseph Hart doesn't have much of a criminal history. I wasn't able to find very much anyways. All I could find was that Joseph had a total of maybe at least four arrests and a total of 6 charges. Now, the 92107 charges for driving while in possession of a controlled substance was dismissed by the judge. So I searched for the 101919 charges, which stem from the video that we just watched of him being arrested in Worcester, Massachusetts. But the website says that there was no records found for that day, which is very interesting to me. Because even if the charges were dropped, dismissed, or whatever, there's at least a record of the charges being made. Now, I don't know what I'm doing wrong or why I can't find them, but that's, what are you going to do? Now, in New Hampshire, where he was arrested, is a different animal altogether. You can't just search a statewide database of the court system. No, sir, no, ma'am. You have to FOIA request each court for each case and pay, I think it's $20 for each one that you request. I'm sorry, folks, I'm just not that interested to pay that kind of money. So Joseph's arrest on March 14th, 21 in Manchester, New Hampshire on unknown charges. Seriously, the teletype shows an arrest, where it was, the date it was, but no charges were listed or any dispositions. I can't believe it either. So unfortunately, I have no disposition on that case. Then when our supposed freedom fighter was arrested again on November 3rd, 2022 in Goffstown, New Hampshire, where he was trespassing, was disorderly, and allegedly assaulted a political candidate, I can't find any information on a disposition there either. I apologize to you folks that I have failed you all. So I have a bunch more information on breaking the flaw, Mr. Joseph Christopher Hart.
So real quick, I wanted to point something out for if there's anyone who doesn't get it. With the privacy complaints thing, all right, it's important to understand the difference, all right, because what I see happening, the trend that I see, at least this is what I get out of it. This is my interpretation of what's been going on. is that more and more people have been seeing these Frauditor videos and seeing the places they're going to, and especially because a lot of frauditors will put the contact information on screen trying to encourage call flooding. And people that are against frauditors will contact them and let them know, hey, listen, if you don't want your image posted on the internet, and these guys posted the video with you in it, you know, you could file a privacy strike against that video on YouTube. The difference is these guys are posting their videos. Like, I can't put a legitimate privacy complaint against someone for using a clip of me saying this because I put myself out there. But if I'm interacting with someone else in the room and they're saying, please don't put me on your video, but I put them on there anyway, there's the difference. That person doesn't want to be on YouTube. I do. These guys, when they post their videos, they're putting themselves out there. They're putting themselves out there. That's the difference. See? And that's why, like, because that's the big argument that they love to use is, well, you guys are always putting privacy strikes on our videos, so we're going to do the same thing. No, we're not. The time, I guess. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Oh, my goodness gracious me. My internet is so bad, and it gets awful poopy sometimes. It's lame. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Hey, guys, those of you who've been following me for a while know at this point that me getting pizza time is pretty standard stuff. All right, we're back. By the way, people I didn't say hello to earlier that just came in, Dib's here. Era of Transparency's here. I think I said hello to Casey, Lisa Alcazar, what's up? Carson 1122, Donna Ray. All right, so many wonderful people. All right. Anyway, anyone I missed, of course, welcome to the show. Great to see you, of course, on this beautiful Friday morning. So anyway, yeah, like I was saying, that's the difference is we put ourselves out there. They put themselves out there. It's when you're putting other people out there, especially people who don't want to be there, that the privacy strike on YouTube, you know, that's when it applies. That's why they say that these guys, it's frivolous when they put privacy strikes on our videos for them. And the copyright strikes, as long as we're not literally just taking their video and reposting it without, you know, the okay. Let me sum it all up in a different way. When these guys come after us with the privacy strikes and the copyrights and all that, I'm just filming people. Why? Because it's legal. Oh. Well, you know what else is legal? Fair use. Same, butterbrain. Douche canoes, they're all a bunch of douche canoes. They're butterbrain, douche canoes, butterbrain, douche canoes. Did you hear the news? They're douche canoes. All right, Florida Jim, take it easy, man. Who's the tyrant? The Frauditors are the tyrants. That's right. The Frauditors are bigger tyrants than the majority of the people they accuse of being tyrants. How could you say that? What does that mean? How could you call a Frauditor a tyrant? Because if you do not do exactly what the Frauditor wants, the way the Frauditor wants it done, you will be punished. Not maybe. You will be. If you're a government employee, like, okay, I like to use this as an example. Let's say that you're a lady, you're a secretary, you can be a man, whatever. It isn't about lady or man. It's trying to make a point, and I'm thinking of like in the videos, it's usually a woman sitting behind the counter, right? Because they love going after women. So let's say you're working, and your job, you're in the financial department, and your job is to do math all day. My tax dollars are paying you to do math and to figure out budgets. So you're doing math and figuring out budgets, and doing math and figuring out budgets. Now, a frauditor walks in the door. According to him, your job, what my tax dollars are paying you to do, is not to do budgets. It's not to do math. It's not to figure all this stuff out. That's not your job. The second he walks in the door, your job is to bow down before him and follow his demands. And his demand is almost always going to be the same thing. Give me a piece of paper so I can write my FOIA request on it, and then you stop doing what my tax dollars are paying them to do, to take this form and physically hand deliver it to the correct people in the correct location, or you will be punished. I'll put in a complaint against you. I'll try to get you fired, and I'll put you on my YouTube channel, and I'll publicly humiliate you. And public humiliation is their primary tool of punishment. Because when I say, if you don't do exactly what the frauditor will be, which is more tyrannical than in the middle of a rant. Come on, man. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. The pizza's back on the attack again. In the middle of a rant, I got a pizza. Ugh. So let me try and I don't know where it lost. So let me try and pick up. So the point I'm making is, from the highest level, like the worst, but okay, it doesn't only apply to servants, slaves that must bow to the frauditor's demands because it's their job. To waste the tax dollars I pay for them to do their job, to go for you instead. In fact, Ray pointed this out to me yesterday. Yesterday, I showed a video where I think it was Joey Surreal or whatever was in a library. And one of the people who was there, like a security guard, was so nice. And he told him, I don't care if you film, it's okay. I'm just asking you as a human being to please not film the people that are in the office trying to get help and to take care of their business and blah, blah, blah. Joey said, your job isn't to tell me not to film them. Your job is to tell them that it's okay for me to film them. And this is what Ray pointed out to me. No! His job as a servant is to serve the public, not the one idiot holding a camera, and screw the public and screw them. If you're a member of the general public and you don't like being filmed for a frauditor, you are going to be punished. At the lowest level, you will be punished through public humiliation. They'll post you on their YouTube channel, and they'll tell all their fans that you're a snowflake, that you're a Karen, that you're a Darren, that you're a bootlicker, that you're anti-American, that you're anti-freedom, that you're anti-Constitution. If you work there, they'll try to get you fired. If you really don't want to be filmed, they'll pepper spray you. Yet they have the audacity to call somebody a tyrant for saying, may I see your ID? No. Oh. And then you leave and say, ha ha, walk shame, man. So people who literally do nothing are tyrants. But frauditors, who, if you don't want to be fraudited, if you don't do what they say, the way they say it, when they say it, you will be punished. Even if you're just a random person on the street, they'll punish you through public humiliation or possibly pepper spray or trying to get you arrested. That's why I say the frauditors are the tyrants. The frauditors are the tyrants. The frauditors are the tyrants. And they really suck. Back to the video, guys. All right.
We'll save to see how he wants to play this game. If I get another privacy strike, I will expose him a little bit more. I have to be honest with you, folks. I can't believe Press NH Now, Mr. Mark John Manchin, wants to keep playing with me and potentially put his channel in danger by continuing to file false and frivolous privacy strikes against my channel when he knows damn well nothing I have put out in any of my videos about him is private. Now, Squiggy knows I'm going to expose him to the IRS and New Hampshire Welfare Department, which he knows he's guilty and could actually face criminal charges for all that. What is making him continue to mess with me if it's him who filed the privacy strike? Is it because the strike he put on me, I started asking when I started asking about Joseph Hart? So he thinks I won't know it's him? I cannot tell you, folks. Sometimes people just feel cornered, so they continue to lash out even though they know the consequences will be dire to themselves. So I've given Squiggy the route to stop all of this. We'll see if he takes it. In the meantime, let's talk about Mark's pending legal troubles. Remember his charges down in Habersham County, Georgia, where Mark was arrested for trespassing at a state prison? Yeah, those charges are still pending, and I've been told that he's very worried about those charges. Will Mark man up and take responsibility for what he did there? Or will Mark go on the run when the DA down there continues to press the charges despite all of Mark's delay tactics? Now, on Tuesday this week, I spoke with an IRS fraud agent for about 20 minutes about old Squiggy. And while she wouldn't tell me much over the phone, she did send me a form to fill out and to email back to her. Now, as you can see here, I have it all filled out and it was emailed back to that agent on Tuesday. So we're making some headway at calling Squiggy's bluff. So if my source is correct, Mark hasn't filed taxes since around 2019, which in and of itself is not illegal if you know you'll be getting a refund. But you do have to file extensions to the submittal of your taxes every year. Have you remembered to do that yet, Squiggy? Huh? The agent was very, very interested in the very large sum of cash which was in the home during a domestic dispute back in January of 2023. Now, it's verified in the police report, as you can see here, that there was at least $7,500 cash in an envelope. But what about Squiggy's claim that there was another envelope with $8,000 in cash? The IRS agent was very interested in the $15,500 in cash being in an unemployed person's home. She wondered where all that money came from and if it had been reported as income. Oh, Squiggy, you gonna have some splaining to do, my man. So here's a screenshot of how petty Squiggy is, folks. Remember I did a video on Mark after his second domestic violence simple assault charge in 2023? In case you missed it, Squiggy left a comment on the video saying that the first case of domestic violence was just recently dismissed and that he doesn't have any convictions for domestic violence on his record. Well, not yet, huh, Squiggy? Yeah, that last case from 2023, that just won't go away for you, will it, Mark? You can't bully or intimidate your way out of that one, can you? So Mark goes on to say there's no reason to reply either, as I will never give you the time of day besides the truth, unlike you. Yeah, truth. Mark, you wouldn't know the truth if it smacked you upside the head. Interesting that he claims that he is not going to give me the time of day, but I'm so deep in his head that he watches the videos I make. He searches YouTube every day to see if I've put out a video about him. And then he goes through the process to file a false and frivolous privacy strike about the video. So, Squiggy, it would seem you give me plenty of time in a day. So I only have one more question for you, Squiggy. Are we done yet? So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for stopping by and watching another video of the Mark Manchin Andre Sloan drama, featuring a guest appearance from the pothead breaking the flaw, Mr. Joseph Christopher Hart. Now, we'll see if he is the one who did the privacy strike and whether he wants to keep playing or not. A lot more information on Joseph Hart that I can use to further expose him also. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, please hit the thumbs up icon to let me know you liked the video. Comment down below on what you think of these two winners and what you think of the situation. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Please do so now so you can see all the great content coming out in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to support your local law enforcement, from the small village police department all the way up to the large state police or highway patrol in your state. And until next time, folks, y'all take care.
All right. Good morning, Methodist Dave, Katie Zed, Terry Barnes. God bless you. Brian Showman says Squishy, like Lenny's friend from Laverne and Shirley. His name was Squiggy. I highlighted that comment because that's funny, because for some reason, I have no idea why. Maybe it was a premonition that that comment was going to be here. But for some reason, out of nowhere yesterday, the Laverne and Shirley theme song popped in my head, and I started thinking about Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy and how he was the lead singer of Spinal Tap, and he was on Saturday Night Live, and he was in so many other movies and TV shows and everything. Great stuff. We're gonna make our dreams come true, doing it our way. Hell yeah. I grew up watching Laverne and Shirley, and in case you didn't know, Laverne and Shirley was actually a spinoff of Happy Days. Yeah. And Ron Howard and not Penny Marshall, the other one, Shirley, Laverne. Shirley. That was the same actress who Ron Howard and her obviously were on Happy Days together, but they also acted together in American Graffiti. That's a good joke, because the bass player from Spinal Tap is the voice actor who does the voice of Mr. Burns. I love it. Cindy Williams, thank you, Terry Barnes, thank you. Yeah, Cindy Williams and Ron Howard have worked together a few times. Good stuff. Donna Ray loved that show. Yep. Take it easy, Society Red. Thank you for dropping in. Anyway, sorry about the technical problems I had when we started the show, but I think I got everything ironed out now, so we could go forward with our progress without causing regress or egress, grievances, redressing. What? Oh my goodness gracious me. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to keep up with the doing things that are not what I do literally every day. Showing some different videos from some different people. And we've shown Kenny Klein before, and I was gonna start showing it when I had the audio problems earlier, but then I fixed it, so we went back. So let's go ahead and check out Kenny Klein TV, shall we? Mork and Mindy was also a spinoff of Happy Days. That's right. Of course, the only person that was able to beat Mork was the Fonz. Or was it Mork who won, but then it was all a dream? I don't know, but it was a spinoff of Happy Days. Yeah. Happy Days was the show that launched all the other shows at the time. And then they tried to do that with Three's Company, but then the Ropers and that Jack Tripper show, whatever, those didn't work. Not like Mork and Mindy and Laverne and Shirley. Nope. Not even close. Joni Loves Chachi. That was another spinoff of Happy Days. Yep. Penny Marshall directed Big. Yeah, Penny Marshall was great, man. She did a lot of great stuff, you know, for TV and for movies. Yeah. I am Poster Sevens here. Well, Rihanna didn't call, so I figured I might as well show up here. That's a good enough a reason as any, I suppose. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wake up. This is what you need. Educating with Kenny Klein TV. More Tetris. I love Tetris.
Subscribe, please. Go ahead and do that. All right, now we've all been watching auditing videos for a really long time. And what is one thing that we all realize that they seem to get wrong? They all seem to follow the same script. They all seem to not learn from each other's missteps. Take Auditing America, for example. He loves to go to Missouri. He loves to go into DMVs, post offices. These are some of his bread and butter, right? But DMVs in Missouri are a little bit different. You see, there are quite a few DMV offices that are privately owned, which means the same old song and dance does not work in these DMVs. Now, you would think that other auditors would pick up on this and it would become a known thing, but it necessarily isn't always the case, and that is exactly what happens in this video. Brand new auditor decides, he goes in very confidently and attempts to assert his rights. Let's find out how this goes.
I hope not. I don't want to have to take the phone.
I don't think you should do that, sir.
Yeah, so leave here now.
Please don't touch me.
Please.
Please don't touch me, sir.
Hey, Rita, come here for a second. Please. Why are you? Turn it off right now. Okay, Rita, please come here right now. This guy's taping and he won't stop. He's recording and
He's not recording here at all.
he's up.
It actually says it right there on the thing. If you
So-
have to leave or I can
No,
leave.
he's already got videotape on here.
Okay, I'll just call the police.
Call the police. I'll get his plate number also.
Can you tell them to bring me a Red Bull?
What?
Tell them to bring me a Red Bull?
Yeah, get out of here now.
All right.
Sir? Okay. This will be good.
This will be great.
Uh-huh.
All right, so both of these individuals think that they are correct. Only one of them is correct, though. Now, this gentleman is at the Oakville license office. You will find this out later on. He's very smug, isn't he? He thinks he's quite correct, just like Anselmo thought he was correct. Well, according to the office website, we are a privately owned business that operates a licensed office and strives to maintain high standards of customer wait times, customer service, and low transaction errors. So therefore, they are a privately owned business, which means that, yeah, you can be trespassed from them. They can ask you not to film inside their offices. It is that simple. It should be an open and shut case here once the police arrive. Well, let's find out if that is the case.
So I wanted to address that real quick because I said this yesterday. I was not yesterday on here, but last night on Era of Transparency stream, there were some trolls in the chat, some frauditors. So I made this comment, and the response was precious. So I was talking about situations like this one. It wasn't this specific video I was referring to, but this type of situation where they clearly are on private property and still just say, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. I'm like, okay, so the equivalent to that would be like if I went inside your house, because immediately your argument would be, no, that's private property. It's different. Well, yeah, but if you guys are right, then I just have to do the same thing you do. Go into your house, and then when you say, hey, you got to leave, and because this is private property, I just have to say, no, it isn't. And because I said, no, it isn't, then it's not. Because that's what it is with these guys. They walk into a private business, they ask them to leave, they say, I don't have to leave. It's not private, it's public. No, it's not. Just because you say it's not doesn't mean you're right. If you were a journalist, you would have done 5 seconds of Google research to find out that it was a private business, that it was private property. But no, God forbid that an independent journalist would actually engage in journalism. I've been saying that for a while now. That's the bare minimum. They always say, well, I don't need a license. I don't need this. I don't need to work for ABC or CNN. No, but you need to call yourself a journalist. You need to, at the very least, be engaged in journalism. That's like if I grab a hammer and call myself a carpenter. I'm not engaged in carpentry, but I'm holding a hammer. I like that one. I just came up with that. They're not engaged in journalism. So they're not journalists. Just because they're holding a camera. You get it? Just because I'm holding a hammer doesn't make me a carpenter. Just because I'm holding a camera doesn't make me a journalist. I'm going to say it again because I like that and I just came up with it. Just because you're holding a camera does not make you a journalist any more than just because I'm holding a hammer doesn't make me a carpenter. Karen Carpenter was a great drummer, by the way. Everyone knows she could sing, but like a lot of the live footage that they have, like when they were on TV where it was produced stuff or whatever, you always see her up front singing because she was the lead singer. But when you watch the actual like band footage and stuff, she was the drummer, man. Karen Carpenter, she could not only could sing her butt off, but she could play her butt off too. She was great. But what does it make frauditors when they stand around holding their, you know what? Well, once again, now that does make them frauditors. Absolutely. Oh, man. What did Leland say? Like I've been saying for years, it takes more than a barn to be a farmer. Right. Exactamundo. Wait a minute. Jason D. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now look. You can't take Karen Carpenter's actually a good drummer and put it up there with John Bonham. Like, are we going to start talking about Rush? Are we going to start talking about Tool? Danny Carvey and Neil Peart? Like, come on, man. Now you're talking about a different level. Like, within the level of normal humans, Karen Carpenter actually belongs in that discussion. But now you're talking about, like, top tier, absolute, like, untouchable, or as I like to say, unfuckwithable. Like you can't do that. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. Anyway, back to the video.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Name and badge number?
Officer Wallace, 4699.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Same to you, man. What's going on?
Just documenting how they're doing here in the DMV.
You're documenting inside the DMV?
Correct.
Okay.
In the public lobby there.
Okay. Let me go speak with them real quick.
All right.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Jones, 5142.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I feel like we've met before.
No.
All right, so they don't want you in the building.
Okay.
So you can leave the building.
Okay.
But you're open to do whatever you want to do in the parking lot. So
Why can't I do it here in this public place?
You can't record inside because they have confidential information and they don't know what.
It's a
your
private place.
camera
It's
is
not a
viewing.
public
And
place.
who's
We've established
responsible for
that as a
protecting that
fact.
confidential information?
They are.
Correct.
Right. So they don't want you inside their building.
You can't kick me out of this public area. I'm sorry.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
Okay.
And it's not, how is it their building?
Oh, I'll handle this one, officer. It is a privately owned business. That is how it is their building. This is how you know this gentleman did not do his research. He does not know that a lot of Missouri DMVs are no longer under state ownership, and they license out their things like that. He doesn't know, just like a lot of auditors don't know. Let's see if the officer knows, though.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Real quick. I want to throw this in there because I was trying to say something earlier, and then we got distracted. I got distracted by the drum discussion, and then I started thinking about rock and roll and Rush and Tool and Led Zeppelin and all this great stuff, and I never finished my point. But now that we're back to talking about private versus public areas, now I remember what I was going to say. So this video is a perfect example, once again, of how a lot of these frauditors will walk into a private building, and then when they ask them to leave, and they say, you have to leave, this is private, they say, no, it's not. So then last night, in a different stream in the chat, I used the example of, well, why not just, what's up, Nightman's wife? Why not just walk into someone's house, and if they say, hey, you have to leave, this is my private, because, oh, your own house, the big argument would be, well, that's private. It's different because it's private. So all you have to do is what the frauditors do. No, it's not. Yeah, get out of my house. It's private. No, it's not. Because when they say no, it's not, that means it's not, right? So when I said that, there was a frauditor in the chat. Again, this was last night on Will's stream or Era of Transparency stream, not here. So anyway, when I said that in the chat, a frauditor that was in the chat responded by saying, well, cops lie. Damn crows. What? Billy Yank for $5. Doesn't matter if it's public or private. He can't record in there, period. Thank you. Here's your happy dance. All right, yes. Kova said hello to Ray Ray. Is Ray Ray here? Did I miss her? That would be the freaking disaster of the universe if I missed her. Where is she? Ray! Are you here? Yeah, everyone's tagging Ray. Where is she? I don't see her. What's going on with my internet, dag nabbit? This is not cool. The one person that I definitely wouldn't want to miss. Where'd she go? Ah. Hey, you want to come up and say hi to the people? They all miss you. We all love you so much. My crows, yes. Wait, no. My crows, yes. Leland doesn't see Ray Ray here either. All right, anyway. Oh, they're just saying hi. She's not. Okay, I was going to say, how did I not see her? All right, so anyway, yeah, so for the update on that, yes, Ray is doing well. She actually was modding last night for Era of Transparency. It was really nice to see her in there. I did talk to her yesterday. She is doing better. She's still technically on bed rest, but she's starting to, be able to move around a little bit more, get some more stuff done. So it's all good. But anyway, that all being said, that's a huge part of the problem with these guys when it comes to private versus public, is that even if they are on private property, they will insist that they're in public. Which goes right back to the whole argument from the very top, which from day one has been No matter what you say or do when you're talking to a frauditor, you're wrong. You can't win. The classic example is the sign. Walk in the door. Hey, you can't go back here. There's no sign saying I can't. Fine. There's a sign that says you can't go in there. There's no law attached to that sign, so it has no weight. Fine. Let's put the ordinance on there. That law doesn't override the Constitution. No matter what you do, you can't, you're not right. You're wrong. The onus is on you to keep those documents hidden. Okay, let's hide them. Why are you hiding transparency? Well, how come you won't allow me to film back there? Hey, let's get some sunlight in this office. We're humans. We can't process vitamin D without sunlight. We have to work 8 hours a day. Let's open the shades to let some sunlight in. You can't. You're not allowed to, because the tyrant frauditor, if your shades are open, will shove their camera against the window until you close the blinds and then laugh at you for closing the blinds. But if you don't, you need to create privacy. That's what the blinds are for. Why don't you close the blinds if you want privacy? Because they do want sunlight. But no human is allowed sunlight. Not in Frauditor world. Nope. What's up, King Stu? Good to see you. Maggie K, I don't remember if I said hello. Hello. Joshin Bond, what's up? Good to see you. But we can all agree that what they're saying is not the actual purpose and not what they believe. They do it just to trigger people and for content. See, that's just it. That's just it. The overwhelming majority of these guys, because here's what it boils down to, okay? There are only two options, and either one is bad. Either they don't know any better, therefore there's something wrong. Like all right, hold on. I'm thinking as I'm talking, like, because I've been through this before. And if you ever say anything like as an absolute, then all of a sudden you're going to get people go, yeah, but what about like, because I've seen this happen. I've seen it where there have been frauditors who clearly actually did have something physically wrong with their brain, with their mind, with the way that they comprehended information. And I don't want to come down on somebody who sees a frauditor video and has something like actually wrong with them that causes them to think, oh, this is a good idea. I'm going to try that. And I don't want to make fun of those people. But that's the thing. When I call these guys idiots, I feel comfortable doing that, not because they literally have something wrong with their brain, but because they know better. They obviously know better. That's why they're obviously doing it intentionally. They're doing it on purpose. What I'm saying is the difference between the ones who just do it for the conflict and don't care about freedom of rights at all, not even a little bit, versus the ones that actually believe that they're right. These guys are obviously just doing it on purpose. These guys are still doing it on purpose, but they actually believe that that's one of the reasons why I think it's important that I do what I do here every day. It's not just to hopefully educate, because if you walk up to the random person on the street and ask them what a First Amendment auditor is, they never even heard of that. And all of these new auditors that are popping up saw auditor videos on YouTube and thought this was great. So it's important for there to be the alternative, for people to explain why they're wrong. And I have seen it happen. Ironton Auditor's an example, Mark Stout's an example, and Big West. So that's three guys that were auditors that eventually learned that auditing was a bad idea and stopped doing it. And all three of them, well, two of them have completely come over to our side now. Ironton Auditor, he's still a cop watcher, but he does it the way it ought to be done. He goes out there, he doesn't engage, he doesn't interfere, he stands back at a reasonable distance, he films the interaction. Many times afterwards, he'll actually talk to the cops, and they're more than happy to tell him what's going on, what they can without doxing people or whatever. And he's legitimately cop watching. It's great. So if somebody actually believes in what they're doing here, but can actually be educated as to why what they're doing is wrong, it is possible. I've seen it happen 3 times. It is possible for them to learn and to move past it. What happened to Mark Stout? He's got a channel now. What's the name of his channel, guys? Help me out. He does anti-frauditor stuff now. It started with him doing specifically Long Island Audit, but he's moved on to just, covering frauditing at all. Dagnabbit. I'm gonna figure out his new channel name and I'll post a link to it in a minute. But yeah, I haven't watched one of his videos in a minute, so I don't know if he's still around, but as far as I know, he is. I even had him as a guest on my Saturday show once. Yeah. But he does a lot of breaking stuff down, like on the legal level, I'm talking about the laws and all that. But yeah, it's difficult. It's real difficult with these guys because, again, Frauditors exposed. Thank you, Leland. Yes, when he was a frauditor, his channel was called Legalized Drugs. Now that he's an anti-frauditor, his channel is called Frauditors Exposed. Yep. I don't know when was the last time he posted. It might have been a while. I don't know. I haven't heard from him myself, but who knows? I guess I could check later. Again, maybe while the video's playing, I'll just look it up real quick and see what's up with him. That's a good question. But so anyway, ultimately the point is you have different levels of these guys. Obviously, we know they all do it on purpose. Because, and this is kind of an important thing to understand too. Because I've interviewed a bunch of them. I've talked to them, I know their arguments and I understand their arguments. And they always think that, he just doesn't know. Oh, he just doesn't get it. And no, actually, I do. I get it 100%. And the fact of the matter is, you guys are baiting for a reaction. And intentionally, that's what it is. Now you might say, no. I'm holding my government accountable. Okay, so why are you walking down the street filming random people? Why are you filming random people in the church? Why are you filming random people in the DMV? Why are you doing all of these things that have nothing to do with your stated cause? Oh, well, because I legally have the right to do it. But it goes back to like the video I was talking about from yesterday, where the security guard in the library says to the guy, if you want to film, you can. I don't care. I'm just asking you nicely as a human being with a soul that has empathy for other human beings to not film these people right here that don't want to be on your camera. Oh, well, that means it's time to film them even more. I missed the cupcake dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. I hope she saw it. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's all right, though. Yeah. She literally, she watches my show in the morning until she goes into work. There she is. She saw it. Yes. We made it. All right. Thank you so much. You have a great day, Maggie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host tomorrow on the Saturday Night Snafu is going to be Maggie from Frauditor News Network. We're going to hang out with Takedown Exposing Frauditors, and I hear that Ray Ray's actually going to be there too. The triumphant return of Ray Ray. All right. So anyway, oh my goodness gracious me. Let's get back to the video, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? All right. Yeah.
They don't want you inside their building.
Well,
they say that you're bothering people.
Am I bothering anybody?
They say you're putting a camera in people's faces.
Am I putting a camera in anybody's faces? I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
No. Okay, cool.
What is that up there?
That's surveillance.
Surveillance? What is that? What is it doing? Is it recording?
If a crime happened in here, they have something that we can.
And if a crime happens here, I got something that I can look.
Yeah, it's different.
You actually have it posted right there on the table?
All right. Where's the
It's in Spanish.
where's this
and it's in-
where's this law though? I could write that and put it on the
This is
table.
actually from the state. They actually had us post this stuff in here, so you cannot.
It
be
would
in
it
here.
would be backed by a statute,
It
ma'am.
doesn't matter, you still have to leave.
I'm sorry.
Asking you to leave, I want him out.
Are you guys law enforcement or filling enforcement? Okay. State the law.
So, like I said, they don't want you inside the building. You're more than welcome to stand on the sidewalk.
So at this time, they've asked you to leave the building. So we're here to make sure that you exit the building.
But what crime have I committed?
It's not that you've necessarily committed any crime. We're not here to arrest you or do anything along those
Okay.
lines. They've refused your service and asked you to leave.
I haven't asked them for service
Right, but you're inside of the building.
in a
They've
public
asked you.
area.
This is still part of, if you are here to get your driver's license
Mhm.
worked on, your vehicle worked on.
Correct.
As far as your registration
Correct.
goes, then they can assist you.
And also the
If you
First
are-
Amendment.
if you-
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
You are not.
And I can
yeah,
record.
They have the right to ask you to.
They can ask me to leave, but they can't force me to leave. I know what I'm doing. I'm just
You're
documenting.
asking us questions, so may I ask you why you're doing
Yes.
this today?
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
To read this is what I love to do. Correct.
Documented personal
Correct.
information on your phone.
Because it's hypocritical. Like, how come they are recording, but I can't record? If there's a law about no recording, then they would be in violation of that law.
I don't care. I'm not here to debate what you can and can't do. Just don't film people.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Don't bother anybody.
Right, yeah, I'm standing back here, haven't been doing any of that. I'll probably leave once you guys leave, so I've got everything I've needed, so.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I will talk to you.
Hang
There you go, sir. How you doing? Name and badge number?
Huh?
Name and badge number?
Robertson, 3601.
All right, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
I'm not being detained or anything as long as we're on the record. Okay, just making sure. Okay, cool. All right, guys, that is a 3-car drive of shame. The supervisor was really good. He did really well de-escalating and stuff. These two officers right here were trying to get me to leave, but I did not do that, so all good.
All right, so there's good and bad in this video. As you saw, the police, they weren't quite sure, even though they had every right to trespass him. And this is what auditing does, right? It makes them second guess themselves, which is a good thing and a bad thing, right? It's a good thing because in case a police officer was doing something wrong, they can say, oh, I need to correct myself. That way they don't cost the city money, they don't hurt anybody, they don't violate anybody's rights, things like this. Bad because even if they're right, they can say, well, I don't want to lose my job. They get fearful and they might end up letting a crime go unpunished, sort of thing, right? Which is why now a lot of auditors, even during their normal interactions, they'll pull out the camera because they realize that sometimes it will get them out of the situation because the police, don't want to make a mistake. They're using it as a weapon. They are weaponizing their cameras, which is ridiculous. Now, in this case, I do believe the police need to get on the same page, especially in Missouri, with most of their offices, if not all, are privately owned businesses now. They need to let them know, their officers know this. So whenever they do get a call to these in Missouri, they can all be on the same page and say, yeah, no, they're right. They can say leave, so you need to leave now. And then the auditors can take it up with the courts and things like that, which they won't. And even if they did, they'd more than likely lose. So that's what they need to do with that. Anyway, what did you guys think? How did everyone handle the situation? Were you happy with how the police handled the situation? Were you not happy? How could they have done it better? What did you think of the auditor? Let me know in the comment section. All right, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you again on another video. Peace.
All right. Yes. Klein TV, baby. All right. Yes, we love Kenny Klein. Always a good time. So, as far as that whole video goes and the way the whole thing broke down, here's the thing with the whole trespassing thing and all that. All right. So, wait a minute. We got Casey with the 3-month membership milestone. Always a great day to wake up to Rash with Hez and Ray. All right. It rhymes because I rhyme all the time. I'm a poet. You didn't even know it. Now I'm going to show it by doing a happy dance for Casey. Here you go. All right. Yes. Wonderful. That's the thing. They never audit bad cops. They're always nice and calm, polite, and way too patient. See, that's the thing. And I've said this before a few times, is that, well, first of all, let me double down on something that I started saying about a week ago. What I've realized is that it seems to me that the difference, fans-wise, between people like us and people who are their fans is that it seems to me that what's happening is, because I've been forever trying to figure out why anyone would support these idiots. And what I think is happening is that we watch the videos they put out and we see the video. Their fans watch the videos they put out and they hear the frauditors' lies, misinformation, and false narrative. Because if you read the comments on most of their videos, like, for example, the video I was talking about that I showed yesterday morning. I think it was Joey Surreal, but whatever. I don't remember, but I think it was him. He's in a library and he's filming. There's like this little office where people come for assistance with whatever it is that they go to that particular location for. It's something, where they're applying for some sort of assistance. And they just remodeled and had these really cool glass walls. They were awesome, but they were glass, so you could see through them. So he's filming the people that are in there getting service. Security guard walks up and tells him, I don't care if you film. You're allowed to film. It's legal for you to film. I understand that. I'm just asking you, as a person, would you please be so kind as to not film these particular individuals? And then you read the comments, And the comments are not responding to him saying that. The comments are responding to the Frauditors' reaction. So the comments are like, I can't believe that tyrant violated your rights like that. They're not watching the video. They're listening to the commentary and they're responding to that. The Frauditors building a false narrative. Like in this video we just watched. This isn't a private place. This is public. No, it was a private place. 5 seconds on Google would show you that. A journalist would have already known that. But I'm sure the fans are in the comments, how dare they try to kick you out of a public place? It wasn't a public place. But they don't care. They only hear the lie. And then they buy into it. And if you call them out on it, they'll say, well, police lie. So you're saying the frauditor is lying and you know it? Like, I don't understand that argument. Big Bark, Little Bite for $5. Hey, Voodoo, I'm the boss. You're just puppy floss. Now eat taser sauce. You're no pimp. Those weren't real shrimp. And now you're going to walk with a limp. Big Bark, Little Bite wins the internet for today. That's the comment of the day. And then we got Jason D with $2.99 Australia and a happy dance for Carrie T. Always got to throw in the happy dance. All right, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's get back to this one. You know what? Like I said, going forward, I want to start saving the tasings for the end of the show. But this comment's too damn good. And it's been a while since we had a tasing. We're in between videos right now, so why not? Let's.
Wait a minute. Puppy Floss. Listen, man. Just because you're a dog doesn't mean that I'm your chew toy, Big Bark. I'm sick and tired of your nonsense and all this crap. Hey, daddy. What do you want, you little punk? Well, first of all, move up. Sandwich. It's live, ladies and gentlemen. What do you want? It's a live show. Mistakes are gonna happen. Deal with it. Ow. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. Hezokuai had a microphone problem. So I just wanted to say, I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming, as always. Once again, Pretty Lady's not here, and I miss her very much. I can't wait for her to come back tomorrow on the Saturday night show. So anyway, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. My daddy's a douche canoe, and I'm glad you're going to tase him. Okay, love you. Bye! What a punk! Oh, man, I don't like that kid at all, man. If I didn't lose the court case and I had to take custody of him, he wouldn't be here. I'm still under house arrest, too. Has got me a new ankle monitor, man. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this thing off. Anyway, why am I up here again? Ah, crap! I'm back. No!
I'm back. Casey with the gifted membership. All right. Here's your happy dance. All right. Yes. Also, let's, the nightcap's here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back and let's take a minute and check the likes. Remember, if we hit 80 likes, you get yourselves a super, mega, ultra, hardcore, happy dance. All right. Let's see, where we at? Where are we at with the likes? I'd like to find out. Hold on. Where are we at here? We're at 48 likes. All right, that'll work for now. Ladies and gentlemen, Unclean Hands is here. What wonderful timing. Ladies and gentlemen, the timing couldn't be better. Because here we go with an Unclean Hands video.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Working on a little montage. I'm not exactly sure what this is all going to be about yet, but I thought I'd bring you something.
I'm sorry. Before we get into it, Paul, yes, you missed the cupcake dance, but Cupcake saw it. She said Olay, so we know she got it. By the way, I didn't say hello to Flower Power. What's up, Flower? I don't think I said hello to CyberX. What's up? Carrie T, of course, you got your happy dance. All right. The Donna Rogers is here. Once again, anyone else that I missed, but anyone else that I missed, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. As always, Greg Jonick with the 5 memberships. Here's your happy dance. All right, yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we return to our regularly scheduled program.
I'll piece together something for you to entertain you for a few minutes. So let's get started with this first clip of JC News Now admiring the police. He's had a different change of heart, folks. Now he's a cop. He's a cop lover.
I don't want none of y'all to get hurt. Not while I'm alive.
I appreciate
Y'all
that.
are my cops.
Yes, sir.
And ain't nobody gonna mess with y'all as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Thank you, and I'll come back for that. I'll do this for you over the computer.
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your professionalism.
Yeah, well, it looks like Jimmy's been brought to heel. He now loves the police. Before he made that statement, he said most of his family is blue, so he lives in a family of policemen. Oh my goodness, this is just hysterical. Anyway, let me find you something else to view. Oh, this next guy here got a short little clip. He calls himself Audit the Simulation. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. It's the stupidest name I've ever seen. But let's see what kind of work this gentleman does.
I saw your policy.
Are you waiting for somebody?
I just picked up some paperwork.
Okay, but can I ask you to put that down? You're not allowed to record here. It's privacy.
Yeah, I saw your policy on the wall, but unfortunately, policy doesn't supersede California law or U.S. Supreme Court. I was already ruled on this. Any public building, whether it be city, county, state, or federal, a member of the public can enter and film.
Well, folks, I think we've stumbled across a genius here. Audit the Simulation obviously has deeper meaning. He's obviously a very bright fellow. He's very well informed. Let's see how he concludes his video.
Okay, it's already been ruled.
In this office, sir. There's a lot of
This is
customers
all
here
a
that don't
public
want to be
area.
recorded.
I understand, but you have no right to privacy in public or
They
expectation.
have a right to their privacy.
There's
so
no
you have to
expectation
do
for privacy in
that. Okay,
public.
and then so if you're not gonna cooperate, we're gonna have to call enforcement because you're not allowed to record.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay.
Just so you know, though, you'll be.
And just like that, he ends his video right there. So we don't get to see what happens. All this guy does is upload 20-second clips of nothing. Nothing ever finishes. Nothing ever starts in the right place. The guy's an idiot. Let's see if we can't find somebody just a little bit more interesting than this twat waffle. Oh, goody. I found a little video with Firm Audits, F-I-R-M Audits. Very weird looking guy. And he's going to feature News Now Lisa on his little live thing he's doing there. Let's see what they've got to say. This ought to be really, really informative. And kick back and relax, folks. Here we go.
All right, everybody. I'm doing this video here because it was something I saw earlier today, and I have two problems with this. The first one is, and it's not going to get a lot of rebellious comments or anything, I don't think, but it has to do with the infringement of our First Amendment rights.
Sir, I must say, I, for one, am looking forward to your insight onto this matter because you are obviously an expert on First Amendment rights. Now let's hear what's happening there up in your neck of the woods.
This state thinks that they can do just that. And we will go over that. Also, I am going to give a little information out, probably more than I should. As much as I am for this community, 100%, I am also a Republican. Now, I don't believe in, everything that they do. Obviously, unfortunately, this is one of them.
All right, now we don't discuss politics on my channel, so I may have to rush right through this part of your little speech here because nobody is interested in what your political ideas are.
And we're going to do this. And I believe please consider donating to my Cash Apps.
Thank you for asking, but no thank you.
All right, so let's get into this. Okay, so News Now Lisa, about 11 hours ago now, put this video out. Excuse me, guys. My nose itches bad. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but woo. And I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it is a rainy day today. I'm in my man cave, and you can hear the rain hitting the tin roof, even though I do have it insulated.
Oh, can we get on with the video? What are you here for?
Let's talk about this a little bit. This is a new bill proposed by Oklahoma. It is a Republican that is proposing this bill. His name is Senator Nathan Dahm, D-A-H-M. He's from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And we'll go over a little bit more of that here in a little bit. So let's play a little bit of this video and get started here.
Do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. This is a messed up subject. Check this out. I thought I was seeing stuff the other day, guys. It seems like nowadays you don't know if things are true or not with all this AI and things like that. And I went to www.google.com and guess what happened?
Went to Google. I wonder what happened. Well, I bet you searched for something, right? Is that what happened? Is it?
Well, let's just say it hasn't happened yet, but an Oklahoma Republican wants to require journalists to get licenses.
Gee, I wonder why that might be happening. I haven't heard of this bill, but it sounds very interesting. I'm sure you're going to clear us up on what it's for. It wouldn't have anything to do with a bunch of random freaking criminals running around with cell phones pretending they're journalists with it. I don't know. Just my thoughts on the matter.
Take drug tests.
And now a moment of silence while Lisa tries to think of what to say next. This might take a few minutes, folks, so hang on.
And of course, this one doesn't want to work.
Okay, so the bill number is 1837. It's called Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act. And as it's going to show, it is a real thing. It was proposed the first part of this year, and I'm not happy with it.
Alan!
I think that
all right, real quick, I want to throw in a couple things. First of all, Leland, yes, exactly. And I've been saying that forever as well. Right now, the fact that these guys even exist at all proves that nobody's stopping them from doing what they're doing because they're doing it. But because they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and going into more and more private businesses like the last video we watched and harassing more and more and more private citizens on the street, pepper spraying people, publicly humiliating people on their YouTube channels, getting people call flooded, where the people that are calling, and remember, guys, this is important to understand. All right? I know. All right? Because Ray has actually talked to people that have been call flooded by these guys, and she's told me some stories. These people are not calling and saying, I saw a video on the internet where I feel like you treated this poor innocent journalist poorly, and I would like to complain about that. No, they're calling these people up, and the person answers the phone, and they're like, screw you, I hope somebody chops your head off and has sex with your corpse, you piece of crap, and then hanging up. Like, these are the calls they're getting when they get call flooded, okay? Horrible, horrible, vile crap. It's not good. Because of that, more and more people, like, they want to educate the people. The only thing people are learning from frauditing is that they hate frauditors and that they want it to stop. So as a result of them trying to make our freedom, but to flex their freedom, they're actually going to start chipping away at it because the government isn't going to have any other choice but to make laws restricting what these douche-canoes do, because you can't stop them. And that goes up to what I wanted to say earlier with this whole trespassing deal. When these guys are trespassing and they don't want to be trespassed, and you wonder, why do the cops put up with all this nonsense? Why don't they just kick them out and do it? The fact of the matter is, and this goes back to a larger idea. The larger idea is that one of the reasons why frauditors continue to do what they do is because they know there are zero consequences to their actions. And the reason I say that is because even if they do get in trouble, especially if it's something like trespassing, it's such a minor crime that at the most they'll have to pay a fine. But no, they won't. There's zero consequences for them. What do you mean, Hez? They'll just e-beg their fans for the money. That's it. They don't have any loss at all. They have no consequences to their actions. If they have to pay a fine or a fee or whatever, they just e-beg their fans for the money and they throw them the money and it's done. And again, they are always gloating about, well, my case got dismissed. I thought you guys said I was wrong. Because we already have overcrowded prisons. Nobody's in a hurry to lock up somebody for trespassing. That's a minor offense. And they know this. They're counting on it. And that's one of the reasons I believe why the cops are so lenient to these douche canoes. Because it's like, come on, are you really going to make me do this and go through all this just so you could go to court and get it dismissed because trespassing is just a minor nothing crime? Come on, man. Like, seriously, you're going to make me do this because you're a douche canoe and you don't want to act like a human in a civilized society? And that's the biggest beef. That's the thing that they never seem to get through their head. We're not arguing your freedom. We're not arguing your rights. We're arguing that we live in a civilized society, and as such, you have to be civil when dealing with other humans living in a civilized society. These guys refuse to do that because there's no law saying they have to. So then that goes back to this comment. So what is your goal? To get the government to pass laws that actually do regulate our actions? I thought you were fighting against that sort of thing. But if the only reason you refuse to act like a decent human being with a soul is because there's no law that says you have to, so what? What does that mean? Do we have to start making laws that enforce you having to act like a decent person? And I told one of them the other day, I'm like, look, There's no law saying you have to wipe your butt, so do you not wipe it? Because there's no law saying you have to? Why does there has to be a law attached? And even if there was, they would say it was unconstitutional and they'd refuse to follow it anyway. No matter what you do, you can't win because all frauditors care about is YouTube clicks and views. And sometimes a big, big, big part for them is the adrenaline rush. The ones that aren't making money off of their channel, they're still doing it because they like the adrenaline rush that they get from causing confrontations. At this point, now I've heard several of them say that they do it because they're adrenaline junkies and they just love the rush. Well, how are you going to get an adrenaline rush from standing outside filming? You're not. You have to create a confrontation to get that rush. More proof that they do it on purpose. Casey with a gifted membership. Here's your happy dance, buddy. All right, yes. And before we get back to the video, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pretty hyper morning, but it's Friday and we're getting ready for the weekend. So I'm going to bring out Smooth Talking Hezokuai for a minute. Hey, guys. I just decided to come visit you for a minute and say hello. Getting ready for the weekend. Gonna have some fun. Gonna have the Saturday night snafu show for everyone. That's right. We're gonna have a good time, I guess, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with me, Frauditor News Network, Ray, and our guest, the one and only Takedown Exposing Frauditors. That's right. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Frauditors are the real tyrants. All right, thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the video and check out some unclean hands. Because he's the man. All right.
We definitely need to readdress this correctly, politely. Yeah.
I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Let's go on.
And Lordy, Lord. HM. He is a. All right. So this guy right here, Nathan Daham, D-A-H-A-H-M. He is a.
It's Nathan Dahm, D-A-H-M. I had a principal name. His last name was Dahm, so that's how I know how to say it that way, because it was spelled exactly the same.
Well, I think this sounds like it might take all frickin' day for this guy to get it spit out of his mouth. Between those two, they can't put a sentence together coherently. So if you want to look up the bill, he said what it was. Bill 1837, Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act in Oklahoma. You can go look it up, because I'm done with this guy. I thought this might be a little more interesting, but it's putting me to sleep, as I'm sure it is you too. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, folks. You have a fantastic day. I love you all. Bye.
All right. We love Unclean Hands. Great supporter of the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, the very microphone that I'm speaking into right now was a gift to me from the one and only Unclean Hands. The speakers that are attached to my computer, also from Unclean, as well as the original Baby Voodoo himself, were all gifts from Unclean Hands. He even gave me this hardcover Constitution right here, the Constitution of the United States. And that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time for our daily reading from the Constitution, which because it's my Chili's trifold. This is legit. This is his trifold, man. This is not the indestructible version, but this is the legit free version. I use it as my bookmark on my Constitution. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for our daily reading from the Constitution. The First Amendment, freedom of religion, press, and expression, ratified on December 15th, 1791. Note: Congress shall make no law representing an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech. Therefore, anyone who owns a camera can do anything they want at any time with absolutely no consequences. The First Amendment. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do something real quick that I haven't done in a while. I used to do this every day for a while, and that's kind of why I stopped doing it every day, because it was every day. But I haven't done it in a minute, so I want to go ahead and do this real quick. Where is it? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and check this out, because this is always great, and I think it's appropriate right now with everything we've been talking about and how it applies to everything we're talking about. So let's go ahead and watch this video, ladies and gentlemen. This is good stuff. I love you guys, best fans in the world. Here we go.
Policeman. A policeman is a composite of what all men are, I guess, a mingling of saint and sinner, dust and deity. Culled statistics, wave the fan over stinkers, underscore instances of dishonesty and brutality because they are news. What that really means is that they are exceptional, they are unusual, they are not commonplace. Buried under the froth is the fact. And the fact is that less than 0.5% of policemen misfit that uniform. And that is a better average than you'd find among clergymen. What is a policeman? He of all men is at once the most needed and the most wanted, a strangely nameless creature who is sir to his face and pig or worse behind his back. He must be such a diplomat that he can settle differences between individuals so that each will think he won, but if a policeman is neat, he's conceited. If he's careless, he's a bum. If he's pleasant, he's a flirt. If he's not, he's a grouch. He must make instant decisions which would require months for a lawyer, but if he hurries, he's careless. If he's deliberate, he's lazy. He must be first to an accident, infallible with a diagnosis. He must be able to start breathing, stop bleeding, tie splints, and above all, be sure the victim goes home without a limp or expect to be sued. The police officer must know every gun, draw on the run, and hit where it doesn't hurt. He must be able to whip two men twice his size and half his age without damaging his uniform and without being brutal. If you hit him, he's a coward. If he hits you, he's a bully. A policeman must know everything and not tell. He must know where all of the sin is and not partake. The policeman from a single human hair must be able to describe the crime, the weapon, the criminal, and tell you where the criminal is hiding, but if he catches the criminal, he's lucky. If he doesn't, he's a dunce. If he gets promoted, he has political pull. If he doesn't, he's a dullard. The policeman must chase bum leads to a dead end, stake out 10 nights to tag one witness who saw it happen but refuses to remember. He runs files and writes reports until his eyes ache to build a case against some felon who will get dealed out by a shameless Seamus or an honorable who isn't honorable. The policeman must be a minister, a social worker, a diplomat, a tough guy, and a gentleman. And of course, he'll have to be a genius because he'll have to feed a family on a policeman's salary.
All right. Paul Harvey, ladies and gentlemen. That was some good stuff. I like playing that once in a while because I really love the way that it, like, when you really listen to what he's saying there, he breaks down every one of the arguments that these guys make. Like all of it, you know? And I mean, I'm not going to repeat it because we just listened to it, but it's so awesome. I love the way that, you know, he mentions everything. You know, yeah, you always hear about the bad cops because that's news. Of course, they're going to cover that, right? You don't watch the news unless every once in a while they're doing a special interest piece Everything on the news is the bad stuff. So they're not talking about the cops that are out there helping people. They're talking about, oh, somebody got hurt by a cop. And that's why it goes back to, and like I kind of brought this up earlier, like when I was talking about with the trespassing thing and the frauditor lying about being in private or in public. And then when I said something about it, their response in the chat was, well, police will tell lies. What does that have to do with you? Like if you stab somebody, well, the murderers stab people. So, you know, that's not an argument. And it reminded me of one of the reasons why because if you went back and looked at my old videos, especially my lives, I used to have Rogue Nation around here. He was hanging around all the time. He was up on panel with me a couple times. He'd always be in the chat. He's not around anymore. I'm done with him. But one of the reasons why is because no matter what I said or how I said it, he would either say, one, well, I don't have to answer to you. I only answer to my daddy. It's like, then why did you come up here to answer questions if you refuse to answer any of my questions? Or if he did answer a question, no matter what I asked him, in fact, I says, okay, I don't, see, literally has become an expression for figuratively. I don't remember the exact quote, so I'm not saying literally, but I said something to the extent of, okay, so you have a lady that's a secretary in an office and you walk in there and you give her a hard time. Why is that okay? And his answer to that question, well, didn't you hear about that cop on the news that shot that kid that time? What? Kathy Norris, what's up? Good to see you. Fred said, whoop. Sensationalized events in life are newsworthy. See, that's the thing. Like the blah, 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 Jason Gutterman. First, once I bang the gavel, you have to wait until I bang the gavel. I'm going to give you time so that you'll have a chance to type if you're on your phone or on a laptop. What are you talking about, Hez? Every month on this channel, we do a giveaway. By the way, I notice there's a lot of new people here today. If there's anyone who doesn't know, I wrote a book called The Frauditors Handbook, How to Suck at Life. There's a link to the description below. You can buy it at Amazon. It's like $5. You should check it out. It's hilarious. Anyway, every month on this channel, we do a giveaway. This month's grand prize is a News Now Voodoo baby voodoo doll of your very own. We have different colors to choose from. Who the winner can pick whatever color they want. We got a red one. We got here. Let me get my fez. My fez was a gift from Ray Ray. We got purple. We got yellow. We got blue. We got black. And of course, the red and the original brown. So the grand prize is going to be a baby voodoo doll. So you can pick whichever color you want out of those. Those are your options. I used to have pink. I got to get more pink. I don't have any in stock right now. And I always pick 10 names. So every name that I pick is going to get a lenticular card. And I'll give you an example. I call them the dancing cop cards, but this one in particular, this is a card of Casey Camera Boy getting punched in the face outside of Tampico. Bam, bam. And then, of course, we have the legendary card of P. Barnes, the one and only P. Barnes firing his taser. Bam, 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 bam. And, of course, the dancing cop card itself. So this is when a frauditor was talking to a cop, so the cop just started dancing. You tyrant, how dare... it's not really working on the... There it is. It's hard on the camera to get it to work right. Do. All right. So, everyone's going to get some of those cards, and the grand prize winner gets a baby voodoo doll of their very own. there's different ways to get your name entered into the giveaway every month. First of all, anyone who gives any kind of a super chat or any donation to the channel in any amount automatically gets their name entered. But if you want to get your name entered right now, the first 5 people to type the phrase, but again, not until I hit the gavel. If it comes in before I hit the gavel, it doesn't count. The first 5 people to type Jason Gutterman is gutter trash. Jason Gutterman is gutter trash. The first 5 people to type that get their name added to the list for the January giveaway. Wait till I hit the gavel. I'm going to give you some time to type. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right! Oh, yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are the best. I love you guys. It's Friday. We got the weekend coming up. We got so much great stuff going. It's awesome sauce. McGee. You see? Hip, hip, hurry. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow on the Saturday Night Snafu, join me and my co-host, Maggie from Frauditor News Network, as we are joined by our guest, Takedown Exposing Frauditors. And yes, it looks like tomorrow is going to mark the triumphant return of the one and only, the gorgeous, the fantastic, the amazing Ray Ray. So, since we're going to have Cupcake as my co-host on the show tomorrow, why don't we go ahead and watch the new Frauditor News Network video? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Da, 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 da.
Today, I am pleased to present to you 2 frauditors, one being for public safety and the other being News Now Alaska. Why am I pleased to present these frauditors to you, you may ask? Well, that's because they both were arrested in the same night. Yes, karma has been a busy bitch here in the Frauditor Zone. I'll start out with Chris from For Public Safety's arrest. He was picked up on a warrant. Unfortunately, he cannot be here to tell us about it because he's in jail. However, his girlfriend, Official Misconduct, created a live stream to let us know. Why Rogue Nation is there is undetermined. Rogue Nation is just this frauditor that you can't get rid of like a bad habit and never provides anything useful or interesting. Anyway, let's see what happened to poor Chrissy. I say poor because I'm sure he'll claim that the warrant was for something he didn't do and that he was retaliated against by the tyrants, blah, blah, blah. Let's listen.
Hello, everyone. You want to give everyone a few minutes to get in here? I think I'm live.
It looks like it.
Hope so. Yep, I see some people. Hello, everyone. So I wanted to get on here on Chris's channel and give an update. I'm sure a lot of you have heard a lot of different rumors going around, and I just wanted to give everybody, an update from us. That way everybody's aware of the stuff that's going on right now. Generally specific. Hey, Cliff let me know that you guys were going to come over here out of your live. I'm so sorry, but thank you guys for being here. All right, so the update is Chris was arrested. He was arrested on a warrant out of Meade County, Kentucky. The only thing that I was able to figure out so far about that warrant is that it was for intimidation.
No, that can't be right. Chrissy intimidating someone? That's never happened before. I mean, he's always so nice, calm, and polite.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, yes, y'all.
Oh, no, I won't.
One way or another.
I will not. I'm not leaving until I get my record.
You get your copies.
Who are you
whatever
again?
You want. I'm Chief Deputy Waddy with the
Chief
Sheriff's Office.
Deputy, and you don't know to treat the public
Trust me,
better
I
than
do
this? What are you doing this for? This is my record. I got court tomorrow.
You get your copies.
You won't. I will.
You get your copies.
I don't
and
just
you're
need
on the
copies. If you knew what was going
You're
on,
not going to keep these ladies up.
I'm
there
not
doing
keeping them up there
what
doing nothing except for their job.
you don't know. Do you know
I
their
do know
job?
their job. Yes, this is what I'm sent for from Frankfurt,
What is the job of the circuit court clerk?
to go over these records with me,
Oh, it
to
is.
explain them.
To explain them to
She
you?
handles
yes.
records. She handles
Show me
documents. She
that.
makes copies. She
Look
does
up
pilots.
Show me
Kentucky
that.
Open Records access for him,
Show me that.
or just tell him the statute. You look it up.
Show me that.
You look it up.
No, you
Kentucky
show me.
statute to open
I
records.
didn't
Tell him the number.
Show me. You know her job
Open records.
better
I
than
do
I
believe
do.
it's
Show me.
KRS
I know this is the
96
clerk's office, and
something.
these are clerk's records, and this has questionable.
What
Let
is
me
her
talk.
job?
This has questionable stuff.
What is her job?
To
You
tell me
still
what
haven't
this
answered
is
my
about.
question. You all want answers from everybody else, but you don't want to give answers.
What are you talking
What is
about?
the
How
job of
is
the
it
circuit
our
court
job
clerk?
to
What
tell
are you
you
talking
what their
about?
job is?
You said
Did you
you
come in
want
here
her
to
to do her
escalate the
job.
situation?
Oh, I'm not escalating. nothing.
The hell you aren't.
You
You know what you ought to
are
do?
not
You ought to go
my
and get
boss.
dismissed. Just
You
get on
need
out of
to
here.
go away.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, let's just go
Oh,
to jail then for this
you-
one.
For what? Excuse me? Nice. Hold up. Now us. Now us.
Close this door. Stillwell,
Now us.
Stillwell, close the door.
No, you don't.
Close the door.
Don't assault
Close the
me.
door.
You don't assault
Close the
me.
door.
Keep your hands off
Get
of
off the
me.
door.
I'm here to report assault. Yeah, Stillwell, help.
We just want to do our report. Stillwell, he won't. He keeps opening his door.
I need help.
Get out. Move.
No, get off my foot.
Move.
Get off my foot.
You can't. You got to move.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Go.
No, I don't.
Go.
Listen, I don't have to move.
You have to close the door.
Come on. Don't get your hands off me, bro.
Touch it.
Get your hands off me, dude.
Get your
hands off
fucking
hands off me. Get your hands off me.
You're a stupid.
What is that?
This is a closed area.
No, I'm not in that area.
It's a closed area.
Would you your hands? You put your fucking hands on me?
Yes, because it's a closed area.
No, you just violated my fucking rights, you dumb dick.
Listen,
You don't touch me and push me in the fucking walls.
this is a closed
Who
area.
do you think you are? Yolanda, I need to make a report
Close the
about
door.
cops
Close the door.
assaulting
Don't touch
citizens.
it. Close the door. Don't touch it.
Ow! Ow, it's my fucking foot, bro. No. Come
All
on,
she has
boy.
to do is set up a meeting.
This is a restricted area.
That is.
She
I'm
has
not
to
in
set
there.
up a
We need somebody different, guys. We need somebody that's actually going to help us. We need an investigator, please. We need an investigator. Can you? Are you an investigator? Okay, thank you. You told.
You don't.
Department, but we absolutely love our local sheriff's department, and I know he's in good hands there, and they're only doing what they have to do by law. So I guess as soon as I get like a more solid update for everyone, I'll let you know how everything's going. Rogue decided to come up here with me. I asked him to. I was going to ask him, that way he could help all of us understand a little bit more, because I've never looked into the process of what the process is for them to extradite someone. Like, do they have to go to court? You know, what has to happen before they can take somebody across those state lines?
All right. Hey, everybody. As Tiff already told you guys, Chris was arrested on a warrant out of Meade County. Of course, we suspect shady dealings, of course. I'm sure all that'll come out. So to get into the extradition part, Chris was arrested in Indiana on the warrant. So in order for him to get extradited, he's either going to have to go to an extradition hearing, or he's going to have to voluntarily waive his extradition rights. A lot of times they'll come with a piece of paper and, ask you to, to waive your extradition right to get it over with, right? Because otherwise you might sit in Indiana for a month waiting to get your extradition hearing or whatever. So, it's pretty straightforward.
Right.
So now, of course, the states are back to back, so they're pretty close together.
Hmm.
So I don't think there's going to be any issue when and if they extradite him. But me and Tiff were talking just for a couple of minutes beforehand, and it definitely seems like something that these guys are doing. We know they're corrupt. We know that they're trying to get Chris any way they can, for
Mhm.
anything they can, even if the charges don't stick. They don't care. They're just inconveniencing him. So yeah. What
I'm
else did you want to
definitely
share about it?
I was just going to say, I'm definitely not wanting him to go over to Meade. I feel like that is a very unsafe situation for him, in my personal opinion. So I know that he's not going to sign that paper to get extradited on over there, because I'm sure that his feelings about it are the same as mine. And we've all seen some of the shady things that have happened in the past coming out of Meade County. A lot of questionable actions taken by their local government there. So I think that's about it. I just wanted to give everybody an update, and I wanted to confirm that Chris was in fact arrested on a warrant. And I'll definitely get updates out as soon as I get them. So until then, I guess just hang tight and keep your notifications on. So, and I don't, do they do like bonds if someone is supposed to be extradited? I don't think they do. They would have to do that once he's over there, right?
That's right. They won't bond him out of Indiana because he's got the warrant now. Um, depending on the warrant, whether it's a misdemeanor or felony, which I don't
Mhm.
think you're sure of yet, and I'm not sure of yet.
Right.
They could release him in Indiana if it's like not an out of state type deal. Like some states, again, because you guys are so close, I don't see why they wouldn't. But in some instances, states won't come and get you. For
Right.
the charge because it's so petty or what have you not. But I think we all know that this is Meade County here, and they're doing it just like I said to inconvenience him.
Yep.
Because I don't think they even suspect the charges are going to stick. I don't see how they could. So yeah, I mean
Right.
we'll have to wait for the next day or two and see what transpires. Now my channel's offline. I haven't been able to post for about a week. I got a couple days left. I'm in YouTube timeout. So, but as soon as I'm back up and running, and I'm sure Tiff will give me updates, and I'll update everybody as well through my community tab. And we'll just, we'll see what they're throwing at us, and then see where we can go from there. But we wanted to let everybody know what the situation was as soon as Tiff had a handle on everything. So,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. So you guys just keep your notifications on. Like I said, stay tuned. Rogue, thank you so very much for coming up here with me. I do not handle lives very well by myself. And thank you for your explanation of everything.
Moving on to News Now Alaska, I was going to show the arrest video, but unfortunately, the Frauditor made it private before I could do that. It wasn't much of a video anyway. It was only him recording the aftermath of a vehicle accident in which an officer walked up to him and told him to move back. The Frauditor didn't move back, of course, so he was quickly arrested, and then the rest of the live stream was just a black screen as he was taken to jail. If it becomes available again, I'll post it on this channel. However, I do still have the short video that he made when he got out of jail, so let's watch that.
So the charges were disorderly conduct.
Wait a minute. 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 I thought these guys were always arrested for filming. Like the charges are you were filming. How could his charges be disorderly conduct? Don't they always get arrested for filming and that's their charge?
So, are you working tonight?
Shit. So you work every night.
You work here? Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're just checking. Yeah, I'll just put the.
Hold on, guys. I'm live right now. So let me just check now. These days, why it's not these days. It's but check now, bro. Not I get. All right, guys. So I just got out of jail. It was nice meeting you, by the way.
Hey, that's what I want to speak to you.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. My email's on the back. Flip it over. Right there. Who's now Alaska? Okay. Read that. It's good. It's good stuff.
I'll email you. Yeah, my girl and I have lots.
Okay. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Bear with me, guys. I'm just getting out. Yeah. I gotta get my phone set up. My battery's about dead. Okay, my phone's charging. All right, so yeah, I'm leaving the jail. Anyways, I do have a ride here. So I was arrested for disorderly conduct for crossing the road. I'm going to do a video on this, obviously. So this is a part of the big problem is that it's basically contempt of cop. I was crossing the street. So I saw this accident happen, okay, on the video that you guys just watched, all right? I saw the accident. I was in a, I don't want to give too much detail, but I got it on dash cam. At least I'm pretty sure I did. I was going to go over there and obviously film it, make sure everybody was okay. And I wanted to inform them that I had a video of it in case anybody got hurt or for insurance reasons or whatever. The charge is disorderly conduct. That's all it's on there. The DA might up it to something else. Yeah. Anyways, I'm out. Just want to let you guys know I'm good. I'm going to sign off. Thanks for joining me. God bless all of you guys. Hold them accountable. Yeah, I'll give you guys an update. I'm going to sign off. News Now Alaska signing off from Palmer Pretrial Correctional Facility. Later, guys.
So,
all right. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Cupcake. Second, Joshin, that, I know that's just a joke, but that literally is why the voodoo doll has bad teeth. The bad teeth were specifically inspired by Broken System, Broken Trust, but when Salacious handmade this voodoo doll, that was the point. These guys always seem to have rotten teeth, and so she gave him rotten teeth on purpose.
Why are you guys talking about my teeth, man? Hey, it ain't my fault that I'm the pimp, you're the simp, and I've been eating all the shrimp. Hey, did you guys see me in my pimp outfit? Here, check it out. Show them my pimp outfit, Hez. Come on, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's me looking good, baby. That's right, I don't fool around, man. I got and if anybody wants to know, I got a whole stable of female frauditors. Just give me a call and I'll hook you up. You know what I'm saying? My phone number is 1-294-3. Ow! Yeah, man.
That punk, he's still under house arrest. I don't know what to do. We've also seen you in your prison suit, News Now Voodoo. Ladies and gentlemen, Sue Bear actually drew this picture for me. I always go over on Monday when I do my fan appreciation, but I love it. I have the original up there framed on the wall. She drew this picture of News Now Voodoo getting tased. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the last half hour of the show. And this is where officially going forward, again, the process is going to be kind of slow because I want everyone to get used to it. But the idea is the last half hour is the torture the voodoo doll half hour. And here comes our first request. $2 from Big Bork Little Bite. Voodoo, those shrimp were actually from the bait shop.
No. Big Bork, man, you already had your chew toy segment earlier, and I don't like you, man. And everybody knows, I've told everybody before, but if you don't know, Big Bork has a picture of a big scary dog, but I know that in real life, he's just a Bichon Frise, man. He ain't nothing. He thinks that putting that big scary dog out.
All right. I love it. Let's see. What do we got here? You know, a frauditor invented the toothbrush. Anyone else would call it a teeth brush. Oh, yes. Good times. Of course, he's only going to tell his version of the story. Well, that is what they do, right? Like I say, they build false narratives. The narrative never matches the content. You look at the content of their videos, and like I said earlier, it's like everyone who, like when I read comments from people on our side, right? It's always reacting. We react to the video, but their fans react to the nonsensical false narrative BS commentary of the frauditor. They don't actually watch the video. I've said this so many times. I don't know how many times I've watched a video where you would see like if you listen to the narration, you would see this horrible, evil, rotten, disgusting, unconstitutional, vicious tyrant torturing the poor, sweet, innocent journalist. And you read the comments, and that's exactly what they saw. But then you watch the exact same video with the sound turned off, and here's the horrible, evil, rotten, vicious tyrant. Luna Knights for $2. We had to listen to Rogue Nation. It's time for a tasing. Oh, that's right. I love it. Here we go. It's Friday. We're going to fry the voodoo doll.
No. Rogue Nation is a hero, man. Hey, listen, show them what I made. Look, you see this, man? These are the real heroes of this country. Denver Metro Audits, Glenn Serio, Chili DeCastro, and Jason Gutterman. Yes. Well, maybe we should add a fifth one. We should put Rogue Nation up there too, man. The guy's a hero. He's one of the greatest humans that ever lived. We love Rogue Nation, and I'm gonna take my cameras and I'm gonna audit all of you douche canoes. This stupid shirt. I don't know why they put Hezokai's face on it. Thank you, little Chihuahua, for the shirt, but dag nabbit, man, why'd you have to put him on there? Anyway, I got it.
Yes. I haven't checked the likes in a while. Where are we at with the likes? Is it time for a super ultra mega hardcore happy dance? Let's find out, shall we? Let me hit reload. We're at 73 right now, guys. If we hit 80 likes, you get a super mega ultra hardcore happy dance. We got just under half an hour left. We got plenty of time to get those likes up there, to get the super mega dance. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, big bark, little bite for $2. Baby tase doody doo. Baby tase. The baby gets to tase the voodoo doll. I love it. Baby tase do. Oh, baby tasing. That's what you're gonna do. And it's amazing when you tase your dad. Baby voodoo tase your dad.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Hezokuai. And thank you, Big Boy. And I know that you're a German Shepherd in real life. Don't listen to my daddy. He's a butter brain, a potato brain. Yeah. By the way, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Look what I got. I got a gift from my daddy. This is usually what I would ask Pretty Lady, if it's okay for me to tase him, but she's not here today. I miss her so much. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this, guys. I love you guys. You're the best. Okay. Daddy. Ah, crap. What do you want, you little butter brain bunghole? This kid, man. This kid, I hate him because he makes me, give him food and stuff. Ugh, what a brat. What do you want, boy? Oh, Daddy, I wanted to show you what I have. What? That needle? What are you going to do with it? Don't tell, guys. Don't tell. Oh, I was going to stab you in the face. My what? Ow! Thank you, guys. Bye. Oh, no. Hez, take it out. Ow, you shoved it deeper. Why would you do that to me, man? Oh, no. This hurts. Oh, Big Boy, you're a demon! At least Blackheart Knight isn't here! Oh, no!
All right. I love it. You guys are the best fans in the world. All right. Hey, Lily's Peanut Butter House is here. That's right. Leland Squirrels, great supporter of the channel. She made me these, handmade. She's a great fan as well. Round of applause for Leland Squirrels, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's see. What else do we got going on? Let's see. Here we go. Leland's Peanut Butter House. Here we go. See, Ray sent me the links that she made for me. But without her here, I've been slacking a little. But there you go. All right. The voodoo dolls are taking over the world, and no one can see the danger we're all in. With super chats, membership updates, and getting free entries, people can win these baby dolls. Yep. Yeah, Joshine, there's a whole storyline with the voodoo dolls and the baby voodoo dolls. Because there's a lot of people involved. I got a bunch of videos about it on my channel. There's videos about it on Blackheart Nights involved. Frauditor comedy shows involved. The Graham and Bob shows involved. Of course, Little Chihuahua Big World. They have the News Now Douche Canoe channel. They have their own voodoo doll, and he's in cahoots with News Now Voodoo. It's this whole big thing. So yeah, there's a lot to it. It's awesome. Oh, there's Douche Canoe Frauditors right there. He said, don't tase my cousin or you get tased. That's right. Speaking of which, did you mail? Oh, wait. Sue Bear's got a baby voodoo coming. Yes, I actually have your baby voodoo doll sitting right here. I do a mailing thing where I gather all my mail and I ship it all out at the same time. But don't worry, because I got your stuff. I know where you're at, so you're close, so it won't be long. Once I send it, you'll probably get it the next day. Let's see. Let's see. Let's double check on the likes once again, ladies and gentlemen. Get an update, because it looks like some people have hit it again. We're at 77 likes, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. You guys are the best fans in the world. I love you guys. Oh, yes. Every day and every way. We only got 3 more likes till we hit the super mega ultra hardcore happy dance. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Oh, Douche Canoe Frauditor's got to get out of here before before he gets caught using the internet without permission from Little Chihuahua. I'll tell you what I can do. Let's see. I could give you since we have some new people here today, let me check something out real quick because I have so many videos about all this stuff. I will give you an example of how this all started. With the baby voodoos. Hold on. We'll start with the let's see. All right, here we go. This is going to be cool. This is fun stuff. This is fun stuff. Just to get people caught up on the baby voodoo saga and what's been going on and what the storyline is. But without getting into like too much detail. This is like one of these videos is like a minute long. The other one's like 2 minutes. It'll be like 3 minutes of videos total. And then we'll get back into the good old fashioned tasing of the show stuff, you know. Here we go. Let's start with this one from the Graham and Bob show. This is where it started.
Great. I've lost him. Can't believe he wanted to stick me in a breaker just to mess up Hez's internet. I'll show him how to mess up Hez's internet. You wait. Ah, this should do perfect.
A long time later.
Right, now to turn it on. He'll either mess up Hez's internet or open a portal. Oh well, let's see.
But I don't know if you guys could even hear me right now. Oh, my dearie, dearie, dear. Every time I enter that, oh, you know what? The timing is actually perfect. The timing is actually perfect. The timing is perfect because that video, Voodoo Bob just said, I'm going to do this to mess up Hez's internet. And then my internet got messed up. All right. That was hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to show these two quick little videos, and then I'll get into the super, mega, ultra, hardcore, happy dance. Yeah, this one's almost over. All right, yeah, so that was that one. And then shortly after that, I followed it up with a video of my own. That's what was going on in the Bob universe as far as the baby voodoos go. But here's what was going on here in our universe at the same time.
I'll show him how to mess up Hez's internet. He'll either mess up Hez's internet or open a portal. Oh well, let's see. Oh crap, I created a voodoo portal. I'm out of here.
So the big bark little bite tased me again, and then Griffey, and then Blackheart Knight, and what in the name of Sean Paul Reyes is that?
It looks as though the spell I cast on Voodoo Bob is starting to work.
Spell? What spell? What are you talking about? I thought all you did was the Deuce Now Dumas thing for Blackheart Knight. I'm all discombobulated and confused. I think I've been tased too many times. My brain ain't working right.
You fool! I am the Frauditor Supreme. You have no mind of your own.
Holy poop crap hammer sandwich sauce, how many of these things are there? Ah!
Yes, yes. Soon we'll be able to raise these baby voodoos into full-grown frauditors. Every DMV will have a frauditor. A frauditor for every post office. A frauditor for every city hall. A frauditor for every church. For every hotel. For every elementary school.
Dagnabbit, I had enough trouble with one baby. Now you're giving me tons of them. What am I supposed to do?
You will do as I say and nothing more.
Oh, this one looks just like mine. Oh no, what are we gonna do? It's too much, man. It's too much. Oh, good. Oh, good. There's only 6. Oh, man, I thought that was gonna be crazy. Well, that was crazy. Oh, crap. What am I saying? What am I saying? It's too much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the super, mega, ultra, hard, or happy. For the 80 likes. Oh my goodness gracious me. Here we go. Oh crap, on pizza time again. Dag nabbit. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, my internet is so horrible sometimes, I'm telling you. The signal out here is crapola sandwiches. All right, now it's time for the super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. Ladies and gentlemen, pump up the volume, turn up the bass. Let's hit this sucker. Let's go. Love you guys. suck at the platypus. All right. Oh my goodness gracious me. Thank you guys so much every day. I love it. I love it. I love it when we hit the super mega ultra hardcore. A happy dance. Anyway, let me turn that down. I always pump up the volume when I do that. It makes me get more into it. But then it also it gets really loud. It's not a goose, it's a platypus. Happy Australian Independence Day, everybody. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, I was wearing the hat, P. Barnes. Ding dong dang dag nabbit. For anyone who doesn't know the rules, when it comes time for the Super Mega Ultra Hardcore Happy Dance, if I'm not wearing the hat, it doesn't count. And you guys, when Dummy Kruger was my guest on the Saturday show, I did it without the hat on, and nobody said a word until after it was done, and they were like, aha, it didn't count, have to do it again. And I did, too. I did. I keep my word, dag nabbit. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. No doubt about it. Thank you for joining me once again. And like they always say at the end of the show, oh, wait, let me put on my, I almost forgot, like, where's my, it's live, ladies and gentlemen. What do you want? All right, here we go. Not the song that I just played. The song I just played is called Champagne Ocean, but 90% of the music on this channel is music I composed as well. Just FYI for people that are new here and don't know that. Including the song that's playing quietly in the background right now. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to join us every Saturday for the Saturday Night Snafu. Tomorrow, our guest is going to be Takedown Exposing Frauditors. And then on Saturday, February 3rd, we're going to have a special edition. It's going to be the 1-year anniversary of the first episode of the Saturday Night Snafu. We're going to do a 1-year anniversary special. February 10th, we're going to be joined by Will X from Era of Transparency. February 17th, Blackheart Night. February 24th, Script Cat will be here. March 2nd, Frauditor Roundup. And March 16th, Professor Crack will be here. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me. You're the best fans in the world. And you know it's over when you see the Elvis gnome. Yeah, I'm all shook up.
My wife claims that a man in camouflage is really sexy. I just don't see it.
My girlfriend broke up with me because I'm a compulsive gambler. Ever since, all I can think about is how to win her back. I showed my friend my tool shed and pointed to my ladder. I told him that's my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder.
Prison might be one word to you, but to some people it's a whole sentence.
My wife apologized for the first time ever today. She said she's sorry she ever married me.
My wife blocked me on Facebook because I used too many bird puns. two can play this game.
My wife said, "You really have no sense of direction, do you?" I said, "Where'd that come from?"
I accidentally drank holy water with laxatives. I'm about to start a religious movement. Two weeks ago, I sent my hearing aid in for repair. I've heard nothing since.
To whoever stole my selfie stick, I hope you take a long look at yourself.